What is up, my friends? It is Hippo, and I have seen perhaps the most boring, the most lifeless rom-com I have ever seen in my entire life. And that's saying something, because that is a category with some pretty heavy stinkers. One True Loves is directed by a director who can only make movies that have the exact same poster. And the movie stars Simu Liu of Shang-Chi and Kim's Convenience, Philippa Soo, who originated the role of Eliza on Hamilton for Broadway, and Luke Bracey of Holiday. This movie opens on a flashback to two out of the three main characters, Sam and Emma, at a party in either high or middle school, probably high school. And Emma has a crush on this other dude, and the third main character, Jesse. Now, Jesse is a super ripped Greek god who's training to be on the swim team for the Olympics. And, well, Sam is just a nerd. Emma is all like, oh, he's so hot, but he doesn't know I exist. And then Sam is like, huh, tell me about it. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
He has no idea who I am. How sad is that?
Yeah. How sad is that?
Later at the party, Jesse comes up to talk to Emma, and then right in that moment, the cops come to raid the party. Oh, finally, something interesting is happening.
The future is so hard to predict. If I had a time machine, would it even make a difference to try to go back and explain to my young self what was ahead?
Oh, no. They're interrupting it with boring voiceover narration that's really vague about the future. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Now, flash forward to the current day. Emma and Sam are celebrating their engagement. They're getting married. Woo! So it looks like Sam won in the end after all. High school, just a flash in the pan, but the nerd trumps the jock. So, take that. They're having a nice party, celebrating the engagement with their family, when all of a sudden...
Sweetheart, it's me, Jesse. I'm alive.
She is visibly distraught. She falls over. It's big drama time. So now back to the party. Sam and Jesse try to run different ways from the cops, and both of them try to get Emma to come with them, and she decides to go with Jesse. They are walking down the street and talking about Sam, and Jesse's like, that guy is totally into you. And Emma's like, no, like, it's not even like that.
I mean, maybe it's a little like that.
A little like that?
Like, obviously it is, but whatever. And then they get arrested. They're talking even more in the police station, and we come to find out that Emma's parents really want her to inherit their bookstore, but she really doesn't want to. She doesn't even like reading.
They think that me and my sister are going to take it over, and they don't listen when I say that I never want to do that.
She wants to, like, see the world and not stay cooped up in this small town. And Jesse's like, I totally mess with that. I started having a crush on you an hour ago.
Why don't you have a thing for me now?
Why don't you have a thing for me now?
I think I do, actually. As of about an hour and a half ago.
And then they make out in the police station. Now we flash forward again, but we don't flash forward to the original flash forward that we saw after the first flashback. It's actually a shorter flash forward to a little bit further into the future. Emma and Jesse are adults now, and they're still dating, and they are living a life as nomads. Emma is a travel blogger, and we get a really cool montage of them going to all these beautiful, beautiful places, and these pretty BuzzFeedy articles that Emma is writing about it. We come to learn that their home base is Venice Beach, and it has been 6 years since what we saw, so I'm supposed to believe these people are in their very early 20s. Yeah, all right, whatever. Nonetheless, Jesse proposes to Emma on the beach, to which she replies,
No.
No?
why would you do that? Like, what was the joke? Why did she do that? Now we are back to Sam and Emma in the present, and Sam is looking sad that Jesse is back in contact with Emma. And then we flash back again to right before Jesse and Emma's wedding.
Really? Huh? Really? You're late to your own wedding? Get your asses to the altar.
So let me get this straight. This movie starts with a flashback into a flash forward, which is the present, back to the same flashback into a different flash forward that is also technically a flashback, then back to the present for all of 5 seconds, back to another flashback that is also a flash forward of the original flashback that we saw. Okay, we are 12 minutes into this movie. Let's slow the fuck down. All right? And none of this stuff has been interesting. They keep cutting when it's gonna be interesting to go to a different period in time so it can be not interesting again. Don't worry though, because we watch the wedding and then we get another flash forward back to the present, and they do the classic like roll over in bed and don't talk to each other because Sam is clearly upset that, you know, Emma is back in contact with Jesse. We still don't know what happened, but don't worry, we're about to find out because we flash back again, and this time it's a year after the wedding, and Emma is upset with Jesse because he's flying to Australia alone to make a documentary, and she's like, it's our first wedding anniversary. And then we flash back to the present so that we can look at Emma looking at newspapers, and then we flash back to that, and then Jesse fucking dies on the helicopter. Okay.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
So we've established everything now. We understand what's going on. It's now 4 years into the future, and Emma has moved on from this death after a long period of mourning and has found happiness again in her old friend, Sam. And then, of course, you know, right before the wedding, Jesse has to resurrect back to life and complicate things. So, all right, let's see how we're going to deal with this. Oh, okay, no, hold on. We're doing another flashback. And her sister is now trying to comfort her on a pier.
He's not coming back. You don't know that.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure, the movie definitely needed to tell us that because I couldn't already tell, and if I hadn't really like exactly seen the fact that she was sad that her husband died, I don't think I would have understood that. And then her sister just gives her the most lifeless comfort of all time.
I'm so sorry, Emma. He's dead. I'm so sorry.
Like, wow, great, thanks. Did you want to do like another line reading, or no, that was good? Okay. Yeah, all right.
He's dead. I'm so sorry.
You can't wear that to reunite with your long-lost husband.
Oh, hey, there he is. Oh no, that's a random customer that just kind of looks like him.
The color.
You look different.
No, she doesn't. She actually looks the exact same. These were probably filmed within days of each other, so.
You've decided not to tell Jesse that you've already moved on. He's been through enough, don't you think?
Why are Jesse's parents so vitriolic towards her? What the fuck? So she doesn't tell Jesse about Sam, and they make plans to go on a vacation the next day. So, okay, bet. Sam is all awkward and nervous, of course, and then they fuck. So now they're just laying on the fucking floor, and he notices that she took off her ring, and he gets really upset and decides that it would probably be best if they don't live together until she figures it out. So she goes and stays with her sister, and yeah, and then she goes on a vacation with Jesse. Okay, so Sam wants to text Emma, and then we get a look at probably the most god-awful phone you could see in the year 2023. First of all, how does he have Sprint? That stopped existing in 2020. Second of all, why the fuck is his iPhone in black and white? I've never seen that. I don't think there's ever been an iPhone that is black and white.
What, so Marie's finally inherited her birthright? The bookseller's daughter has become the bookseller?
Actually, I run it.
Oh, yeah, you run it.
Oh, yeah, little dumb fucking bookseller's daughter running the fucking bookstore. I'm so sorry. That's really, really horrible.
What?
Emma, I'm sorry. All right, we are now 40 minutes into the movie, and we are finally learning something about Sam. He is a high school music teacher, and it seems like his students really, like, respect him.
So, Debussy.
Debussy.
Want to talk about your husband-in-law?
My what?
The guy that's married to your wife, man. Your brother husband or whatever.
Marcus, he's not my brother husband.
Wow, that took a sharp turn. Brother husband. That's a good one. I don't really like Jesse, I've got to be honest. Sometimes he just glares at people like he's trying to like kill them with his mind, and it makes me really uncomfortable, and I'm not sure why he's doing that.
We had this idea that our adventures had to be grand. Being with our families and raising our kids here, that's a great adventure.
Kids?
So they got married and were dating for like 6 years, and they never once talked about the possibility of having kids. It just never came up. Okay, sure, yeah. We go back and watch Sam at the school, and I've got to be frank, this is the most interesting part of the movie, is this guy like talking about the drama with his students.
What the crap are these dots? Is she texting me? Is she not texting me? Is it good news? Is it not good news? If I want it to be good news, does that make me a bad person?
If you've seen Kim's Convenience, he really reminds me of what he was doing as Jung in that show. Like that's Jung.
What the crap are these dots?
What the crap? What the crap are these dots? Good question, honestly. On that note, how the crap is your phone in black and white? I'd really like to know.
I met her first. You know? I loved her first.
Incel moment.
Is it selfish? Is it selfish to want my fiance to be my wife?
Don't we all?
Not that she's some soccer ball on the playground. Obviously, she can make her own decisions. As can all of the bright, capable young women in this class.
Unfortunately, any scene where he's interacting with Emma is just like the most boring, sauceless. Like neither Simu nor Luke have any fucking chemistry with Philippa Sue, though she's not giving them much to work with either. She is slogging her way through this movie so far with boring, whispery, lifeless line delivery.
This is not good.
We'll be fine. It's okay.
You don't have your license.
Yes, he's coming back. He was a long-distance swimmer. He was the best in state. He can do this.
So much of this movie is like that. Now, I haven't watched Hamilton, but one thing that I understand about stage acting versus like TV movie acting is that you have to be super exaggerated because of the distance from the audience and like the dark lighting. And I almost feel like Philippa Sue has the opposite problem that Ben Platt had for his 2 versions of Dear Evan Hansen. Whereas in the Dear Evan Hansen movie, Ben Platt was just playing the Evan Hansen role exactly the same as he does on Broadway. So he's like contorting his face and he just constantly looks like he's tweaking and screaming. Whereas in this, I feel like she understood that could be a problem and really toned down her emotional performance, but like to a fault. Like it's way too toned down to where it feels like she's just not fucking trying in this movie. Though that could also be the case. She might have just known how fucking garbage this movie was going to be. Because it is really, really boring. And I don't think like a better performance from her would have saved it. And like, she can't be a bum, bro. Like she won a Tony for playing Eliza Hamilton. Like she knows what she's doing, you know? Now back to Sam, and he is like still talking about this, and he's keeping students from their other classes. And now it's not cute. It's just like kind of weird and unprofessional and like a little borderline creepy. But you know, his students are like begging him to continue talking about this. And now he's pondering like, am I the bad guy? Am I keeping her from her true love? That's actually, you know, another interesting thought. Are they going to expand on that at all? No.
I was supposed to come home to my wife who waited for me.
Jesse, I did wait.
You got engaged to someone else.
Because I thought you were dead.
Okay, we are now 1 hour into the movie, and finally a good point of conflict is brought up. She changed her last name back. Yeah, that would upset me. And then he finally confronts her about like the fact that she moved to another guy. He's like really pissed, and he's like, I got back and you were supposed to wait. And you know, fine. But like also he's like whispering at the same time as he's yelling. I don't really like.
I went through
When
it.
you went through, I was on a damn rock for 4 years.
What?
I was on a damn rock for 4 years.
I was on a dead rock for 4 years alone. I was on a dead rock for 4 years alone. Dude, speak up, bro. So now Jesse is reading a letter that Emma wrote to him when she was like ready to start moving on and had met Sam and like decided to marry him. And it is a very sweet message about how she's not going to let go of the love, but she is going to let go of the sadness. And he's just fine with it. This is such a weird, fast, stupid resolution to this.
You're different. Not in a bad way. Changed.
What? And the core emotional climax of the movie is told through voiceover and flashbacks.
Even after the search was called off and they said you were dead, it was so hard to let go.
And he just accepts all of this after like 2 days back. And his entire resolution isn't focused around himself, it's focused around Sam, the guy that